Good morning, everyone. It's Marcia Whyte with GratitudeSpeak, where I help you leverage your business relationships for greater revenue. And as a business coach and as a life coach, I help you get unstuck in whatever area of grief or loss you currently find yourself. However, that grief or loss shows up, whether it's in the death of a loved one or in a divorce or devastating breakup, or even with a promotion that you were denied, whatever it is, I help you move past that grief into your greatness and work through the loss to your leadership. And today I just wanted to share a few productivity tips for your workday. Whatever your workday looks like, whether that is a 9 to 5, whether it's an evening, whether it's a weekend hustle, however it is, I just wanted to share 3 things with you that will help you. So let's get started. The first tip is schedule everything for your work day. Now, that's easily done, and there's several options that you have. You can do one or all of these. You can get a hard copy planner. Now, for those who know, I actually am in the age group where we only had, starting out, hard copy calendars. They make beautiful planners now, so you can get however you want it to look, or you can make one yourself. But put it down in writing, and I would suggest, if you're going to use a hard copy planner or calendar tool, get a mechanical pencil, because A, you don't have to worry about sharpening it, and B, it always has an eraser. All right, so that's number one. You can use a calendar link to your schedule, because it saves time with prospective or potential referral partners, clients, people that you're just getting to know for networking follow-ups. If you have a calendar link, you can include it in your signature. You all know that on the in the in the title to this video, I'm sorry, my words are getting stuck. In the title to this video, I always include on my videos my Book Me link. YouCanBook.me is a free service. Hey, John, it's a free service. They do have an upsell with all the whistles and bells if that's what you want. But I always suggest trying out the basic version to see if you need more, because you can always make the adjustment. But there are several others on the market. 2 of the most popular I know of are Acuity Scheduling and Calendly. But either way, it saves you from going the standard back and forth. Okay, send me a couple of good days and times, and then I'll see what's on my calendar. No, I can't do that. And then you can go back and forth and waste a lot of time. And time for entrepreneurs and small business owners is money, people. So if you can cut down on that, give them the link. Always make sure, as you'll see me do, that to post or to share that your calendar is set in whatever your local time zone is, and ask them to make the adjustment in there. So that's tip number 1. Schedule everything, including your social media time. For people like me who are addicted to social media, and I'm active on 4 platforms. Obviously Facebook, the live streaming and the posting, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. But I found it most helpful to keep me on task. I can only be on this during my workday certain times. So I schedule that, and it makes me more productive because I make the best use of that time. So that's tip number 1, schedule everything. Clear? All right, so let's move on to tip number 2, and that is a continuation kind of what I've been talking about the last couple of days, and that is show up consistently. Whether you're online or offline, make sure that you are in alignment with your brand and your persona and your personality. In other words, people who know Marcia Whyte online should be able to recognize her offline, and that happens to me quite a bit, but they know that I'm not one way on, in person and another way on digitally. It has to be GratitudeSpeak and Marcia Whyte are in perfect and consistent alignment. That's easy for me, and it makes it easy for those who may want to do business with me, or I may want to do business with them. So get very clear on what your brand stands for, especially if it is your brand and not just someone else's company that you're representing. But in any event, because people change so often in terms of positions and companies and brands. You want to make sure that you're always in alignment, but you have to show up consistently in a manner that makes sense. All right, so that's tip number 2. And the final tip is to be intentional about mindset work. This is something that I'm really, really getting into, and I cannot tell you the difference that it is making and has already made in both my personal and professional life. And to that end, everybody's not a reader. I mean, I'm a reader. I have a Kindle that's chock full of books, and I have a variety of books, but everybody doesn't make or take time to read, and that's okay, because if you don't, or that's not your jam, then find another way to do mindset work, because whatever you think about, you really do bring about. It's not about woo-woo manifestation like we're sprinkling pixie dust anywhere. No ma'am, no sir. We are talking about things that improve your outlook, improve the way that you show up, improve your ability to serve, and improve the obvious end game, which is to make more money by being consistent in your image, your persona, your brand, your energy to those that you are called to serve. How you might do that with mindset work, if you're not an avid reader or you just want snapshots, you can either read people's blogs. There are a ton of thought leaders out there, and I mean new thought leaders. I'm not talking about necessarily just the big names like Oprah or Les Brown or Tony Robbins or all of that. You can read blogs because those are shorter, or you can do something really fun, which is a practice that I have recently come to adopt, and that is to get mindset cards. All right, the one that is my favorite right now is, hope you can see that with no glare, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. These are phenomenal cards that talk about the different ways that people with money who keep their money focus their time and their energy. And let me read you the one. I pull one every day. My daughter, who is an entrepreneur, she and I read it out loud so that not only do we speak it for ourselves and internalize the message, but we also speak it over the other one. We alternate who picks. We just, share the deck and just pick one randomly. And I promise you, when you start to adopt this practice, they will begin to speak to your situations. So the one for today says, focus, I'm trying to get it so that it doesn't have glare. Focus on contribution, right? And the back of it says, your life is not just about you. If you want to be rich in the truest sense of the word, you must contribute to other people's lives. That is one of the main reasons I show up consistently like I do and give the kind of value that I try to give to you. That is why you can count on me to be prepared when I show up, because I don't take your time as a joke. I certainly can't afford to waste my time, but if there's a way that I can pour into you and bring value to you in the business perspective, as well as those lessons that can be applicable in your personal life, I am all about it. So, as always, I hope this has been helpful. Please, ma'am, please, sir, share this video out with your friends and your followers and your fans. You never know whose life might be touched for the better, whose business might blossom because of something that you shared. All right. And a lot of times people need influencers, people need resources. People need to know that there's help available, and they won't if you don't help me get this message out. So if you would like a strategy call with me, a discovery session, whatever language you're comfortable with, you'll look in on my calendar link. I am on Eastern Time in the United States. It's the You Can Book Me link in the title of this video. And on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, I have a radio show that deals with small businesses and entrepreneurs is our primary audience. But we share guest experts that I host to give their best advice and to share mistakes to prevent you from making them, or at the very least to help you get the signs so that you can slow down or make an adjustment. So thank you for watching. I hope that you share with your friends, your followers, your fans. Remember, there is always a reason and an opportunity to show kindness and give gratitude. So make that your mission today, and I will see you next time. Bye, and thanks for watching.